Let's talk about laundry. Come on in, welcome to my home. Today we are going to talk about laundry. And I know most of you hate laundry. I've been told this repeatedly. I'm trying to figure out why, because I personally love laundry. I think it's one of the easiest tasks to do simply because it's one of those tasks where you start it, then you do nothing. Then you put it into the dryer, then you do nothing. Then you fold it and put it away. That's pretty easy. That's like a 3-hour time span that's reduced where you're only working for maybe 30 minutes. Maybe. But part of this, that the reason that you hate laundry, is built in. It might even be built into your house, simply because houses have changed, laundry has changed, times have changed. So guess what? Back years ago, when laundry was a real drudge to do, and we had things like manual washing machines. I mean, we're going further ahead than going out to the river and banging your clothing on a rock. Yeah, we're moving ahead from that. And we're going a little bit further ahead than just being like having to get to the wash tub and using a wash tub and doing, no. Most of you have no idea what that's like. And guess what? That is absolutely fine. We have no problem with this. But it was, I think, in the 1930s, I do believe. You can double check my facts. I will have links down below in the description, where washing machines became a big thing. Like, people had washing machines, and having electric inside your house did help with having a washing machine, simply because the motor of the washing machine could agitate the laundry and help get things clean. What's interesting is soap was not used on laundry until, way into the whole laundry process, because soap was hard to make. But once again, not the real point of this. The real point of this is your house might be fighting you in the whole laundry realm, and that might be why you hate doing laundry. And to get to that, we have to start at the beginning, where laundry starts. And guess what? Laundry doesn't start in your laundry room. No, laundry starts wherever you take off your clothes, and hopefully you have either a laundry basket or some sort of basket or something to collect your clothes in, I hope. I personally do a system where I separate out my lights and my darks, simply because, they need to be washed that way. Yeah, because if you do things like wash your dark clothes together with your light clothes, that can be a problem. Now, I do take it a step further. I basically have a basket which has colors and whites. And when I talk about this is where I try to make my life a little bit easier. My towels, my sheets, my wash rags, dishcloths are all white. And there's a reason for that. Do you know what that reason is? Because it makes my life easier. I've heard people talking about how you should wash your towels separately from the rest of your clothes because it'll beat down the nap, and whatever. I don't have time for that. I am a single person, which is really important, because I only do 3 loads of laundry a week. You're probably wondering what those 3 loads are. I do my colors, I do my sheets, and then I do my whites. Those are the 3 loads. And those get treated somewhat differently, and a lot of this is going to have to do with the size of your machine, what you have, that sort of thing. But a lot of this has to do with the room that you do your laundry in. So let's start this process out. I've taken my clothes and I've separated them out. So I have all the color things together in one basket, so that way when I go to the laundry room, I can then just put those things into the washer. Now, if I have clothing which has stains that need to be treated and that sort of thing, I'm going to tell you something that I don't do. I do not have my laundry stain treating stuff in my laundry room. Because by the time it's gotten to there, I've taken it off like days ago. No, if I have stains that need to be treated, I will treat it in the closet where I'm going to put the laundry, especially if it's something that I'm just going to treat the stain and then throw it into my laundry basket. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put it there, because unless I'm going to do a load of laundry, which if it's just for one stain, I'm probably not going to do a load of laundry, that's where it's going to be. So that's one of the things to think about. Making sure that your stuff, your pre-treating and all that sort of stuff, has a home that makes sense. The laundry room might not be it. Next, that thing that I'm going to do is then just run the clothes through on whatever cycle is appropriate for the laundry. Maybe it's a heavy duty, needs to be really scrubbed. Maybe it's not. It's whatever is appropriate for your laundry for that day. Then here's where it also gets really fun, because a lot of people have their laundry room down in that haunted basement with the dirt floor, and it's horrendously scary. Do you want your laundry room down there? Probably not. And there are a couple reasons for that. Ignoring the fact that it's probably infested with spiders, we'll ignore that. The laundry room floor is one of those floors that has a tendency to be overlooked when it comes to cleaning. And unless you are incredibly good at making sure that everything goes from the washer to the dryer without falling onto the floor, it's going to fall onto the floor. And if you have a dirty laundry room floor, guess what? That piece has to be redone. And that sort of defeats the purpose. So putting your laundry room in a place where you can keep that room clean is really important. One of the things which I do not like about this condo is the fact that my laundry room is in the guest bathroom, but this will come up again later. It's easy to keep that floor clean because, well, me being one person here, it's not often that I use the guest bathroom, so that's okay. But I put my clothes into the dryer, they go through the dryer cycle, and here's where we get into this little problem. If you do not have some place to actually fold your clothes down on, that makes doing laundry and folding clothes a heck of a lot more difficult. I know a lot of people like to do their laundry, they fold their clothes on top of their dryer and washer, use the tops of that, but a lot of them are now sloped so that now, even if you try to do that, there's not enough space. There's not enough space if you are folding down like sheets or big towels and that sort of thing. So having a table that you can put your clothes on is important. And we've sort of gone away from actually having a room enough for a big table for like that, because a lot of people look at a laundry room and going, well, I'm only going to use it for like once or twice a week. I don't want to waste that space for the laundry room, and I can understand that. So if you have a laundry room that can do double duty, say like it is, I don't know, like a craft room or something like that, or a room where you can dump your clothes, like if you do a lot of gardening and you're going to come in with muddy clothes, it's a great place to have your laundry room in a mud way, you know, a mud room, so that way you can take off your muddy clothes and put them into the laundry if you need to. But if you're not that kind of person, you don't really need that. But I would suggest having a table that you can fold your laundry on. Now, the other thing I would suggest is having a spot where you can put the folded laundry that isn't necessarily on that table. I don't have that. I have to put my laundry over on the side of that table simply because that's what I've got room for. I only have room for so much. The other thing I'm going to warn you about is the fact that a lot of people put their clothes, their clean clothes, into the laundry basket that they brought their dirty clothes to the laundry in. Don't do that unless you've cleaned out that basket. If you cleaned out the laundry basket before you put your clean clothes in there, cool. If you haven't, it'd be like taking an old food bag and putting your clothes in the old food bag without cleaning it. I don't know if I'd like that. Would you? No, you wouldn't do that. Same thing with laundry, because whatever dirty things were in there did touch the sides, whatever, the residue is still there. So if you're going to do that, clean out the basket. I personally just fold the clothes and then take them from the table into wherever they go, which makes my life a heck of a lot easier. Now, the cool thing about my condo is the fact that my laundry area is right outside my office, which has that big table. Now, the way this condo is supposed to be set up is the fact that that's supposed to be a guest room. So there should be a bed in there, and I could fold my sheets and everything on that bed. But the nice part about having a table is it's at a height. Now, if I wanted to, I could get an adjustable height table so I could bring it up and have it more comfortable, but that's neither here nor there. The house needs to not fight you. I've seen some really cool laundry rooms that have a great sink for soaking dirty clothes in, for hanging things up, which, yes, having a spot to hang the things which you are not going to dry in the dryer up is great. I would love to be able to hang my clothes outside on a clothesline. We are not allowed to have clotheslines out here. In fact, we're not even allowed to have those clothes racks, the drying racks. We're not even allowed to have those out on our porch. I could put one inside, but the condo's small enough that that's not really feasible unless I put it into the tub. Neither here nor there. So, we need to think about how do we actually dry things. I personally do not dry things where I would need to hang them up that often. If I do, I will hang them up on the shower line or shower curtain rod that is in the bathroom. No problem. So we've got it folded, we've got it ready to put away, and then we can put it away. I just take it one pile at a time and put it away, so that way my laundry room's not fighting me. But another thing which you have to think about a laundry room is you have other stuff which needs to be in there. Things like a pair of scissors to cut off tags for the new clothes that you just bought. Or you might find that you need a place to put that spare change that you dug out of the pockets from your items. Having places that you can put things are really good. You might even find that I have my measuring cup that I put my bleach in, and yes, I do use bleach, and some of you are probably upset with that, but I have to say it makes the whites whiter, but neither here nor there. You have to think about what works for you. Also, do you clean out your lint trap? I hope you do, because you're supposed to. When you clean out your lint trap, you need a place to put that lint. If you have a trash can that you can put that lint into, excellent, that's fantastic. But clean it out. I clean it out after every single time that I do the dryer, except for sheets. I don't clean out the lint trap when I do the sheets, simply because usually there's not that much lint. I do have a dog who sheds a lot, so I do get a lot of dog hair. I've looked at a washer and dryer that's supposed to be specifically for dog hair, but we'll see, because my washer and dryer are really, really new, so that is something. I have switched from the laundry detergent that I originally used to just something I can readily get, simply because I can readily get it. But laundry needs to be something you don't have to fight about, and having a room that you can do it in is important. The other end of this is making sure that that room is pleasant enough for you to be into. Once again, making it so that you're not going down into the haunted basement to do your laundry in a dungeon type area. If you have a place where you can sit with sunshine and plants around you, nice music going as you're doing your laundry, you're not going to mind doing it. I find it really weird that a lot of people talk about the fact that they can get all their laundry done in one day, but then folding it, why? Folding it is the easiest part. I don't get it. Well, it's not even the easiest part, because doing laundry, you're not really doing anything. But folding it is one of those things that, to me, it's just the next step. And yes, I am that person who believes a job's not done until a job is completely done. And completely done means fold it and put away. Then once it's all folded and put away, guess what? Laundry's done. I like finished laundry. So look at your laundry room. Is everything in there that you need? If it's not, see if you can get it in there. If you are designing a house or looking at a house that you want to look at, see if there's enough room that you can temporarily put a table up that you need, or if there's a table close to you, or a place where you can fold your laundry. Is there enough room for you to put the folded laundry away? Is there enough room for you to put the dirty laundry that you will have waiting to be washed? Like I said, if you're coming from outside in the garden, is there a spot for you to put those muddy shirts and pants and those sort of things that's not in your closet because you want to change them before you get there, but it's there? Is the laundry close to where you actually have produced the most dirty clothing? Like a lot of people who still have their laundry in their basements. What's down there? Why is your laundry room in your basement when most of the time that the dirty clothes and everything that you produce, the sheets, the towels, and those sort of things, those are more concentrated around the bedroom area? Having a laundry room that's in close access to your bedroom is important versus having a laundry room that's in close access to your kitchen. Your kitchen doesn't really produce that much laundry, and if it's someplace where it's really easy to dump the laundry in, cool. Are you one of these people who, after you do the laundry, then do you sort it into bins and then people come and put that away? I don't really recommend that because people have a tendency to not come and put it away and you're stuck with it. I recommend that you put it in a place where it's their responsibility to take it from there. And since you don't want to have to really micromanage things, hey, what they do with their laundry from there, that's their own business. If their laundry is all wrinkled all the time, that's cool. Let's talk about wrinkles. This is one of the things. How often do you iron? I myself do not own an iron anymore. Well, I own an iron, but Mom took it because I rarely ever iron. She has an ironing board. She irons tablecloths and those things. Occasionally I will iron my sheets. Hey, do not judge me because I iron my sheets. Iron sheets are wonderful. But very rarely do people iron anymore. And that's a good thing. The other thing about this is, if you want to have less wrinkles, take your clothes out before they were 100% dry and either hang them up or something so that they can air dry so that the wrinkles can fall out. That will make your life a whole lot easier. But making sure that your room, your laundry space, is set up so that you don't have to fight with it is the biggest part of getting laundry done. So clean, happy looking, make sure it has enough room, has the space that you need to fold, and make sure that it is right for you. Now, I want to hear about your laundry room. What is your laundry room like? What did I miss in here? Because there are probably a lot of things that I miss because I don't do a lot of special things. I don't have a lot of delicate, I don't think I have anything delicate that I have to wash that way. I very rarely do things like dry cleaning. Don't really have it. My big coats and those sort of things, I can wash those separately, hang them up to dry. Do you want to have a video where I talk about how to take care of laundry, like turning your jeans inside out, making sure zippers are zipped? Let me know down in the comments. At this time, I'd like to thank these wonderful people who want me to go through and talk about spaces like laundry rooms and kitchens. And they're the ones who are helping me realize my dream of eventually building the house of my dreams with its own wonderful laundry room, set up the way that I would do laundry. If you want to become part of the Patreon family, neighbors, those sort of things, you can check over to Patreon and get these videos early. Also, we have a behind-the-scenes weekly vlog, and we do talk about what videos should be coming up. You could also join channel memberships. Channel members also get these videos early and the behind-the-scenes vlog. It's a really fun thing. Well, let me know what you thought about this down in the comments. I hope I get to see you again the next time you stop by.